Dear ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues, Your Excellencies, this is a moment of truth, a historic moment not only for Ukraine, a historic moment not only for Europe, a historic moment for the entire democratic world. And the way we answer to the Russian aggression today, the way we answer to Russian atrocities and crimes, the way we answer to the aggression as a tool of statecraft will define not only the future of Ukraine, will define not only the future of Europe, it will define our common future, the future of the entire democratic world and the future of the UN. Are we ready to abide by the UN Charter? Are we ready to protect sovereignty and territorial integrity of states? Are we ready to abide by the principle of inviolability of borders and non-use of force? Mr. President, today marks 3 years from the full-scale invasion by the Russian Federation. 3 years of Ukraine's resistance, 3 years of Ukraine's preservation, 3 years of Ukraine's fight and heroism. But let me recall that the war started 11 years ago in 2014. 11 years ago, Ukraine faced one of the most dramatic and challenging periods in its modern history. While resisting the attempt to impose dictatorship, Ukrainians demonstrated dignity and defended their choice for the democratic future in the family of European countries.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, the United States urges member states to vote no on the European Union and Russian Federation amendments to the U.S. draft resolution. We cannot support them. These amendments pursue a war of words rather than an end to the war. The attempt to add this language detracts from what we are trying to achieve with this forward-looking resolution, a firm consensus from the members of this body to unite behind a resolution calling for the end to this conflict. We urge other members to join us in rejecting these amendments as we work toward the goal of building a lasting peace between Ukraine and Russia. I would ask all members to remember that the U.S. resolution is not the peace deal. It is the path to peace. Mr. President, if these amendments pass, the United States would consider that the resolution will no longer be able to achieve the consensus of this body on the most solemn pursuit, the pursuit of peace. Neither these amendments nor the resolution offered by Ukraine will stop the killing. The UN must stop the killing. We urge all member states to join us in returning the UN to its core mission of international peace and security. Thank you, Mr. President.
For many Ukrainians, the country is fighting for survival. While torn between a deep desire for victory,
every time I come here, I see how much this place is growing. It compels you to work harder, to take action, to do something.
Everyone is strained, and the world has started to care less about our problems because everyone has their own priorities, business, money, and other matters. But here in Ukraine, it's about human lives. For me personally, I would accept an agreement, some kind of treaty for them to withdraw their troops. But in any case, I think negotiations are necessary, even if they happen in the West, just to bring this to an end sooner. It's hard to live in constant fear.
where citizens expressed concerns about everything from loss of life to inflation.
Пора договариваться. Все устали.
It's time to negotiate. Everyone is tired of the war, tired of it all. I think that's why most people are now pacifists. Many had deep personal ties to Ukrainians. but those have since fallen apart.
Людей они уже пацифисты просто.
Независимо от их
People are people, no matter their nationality, and they deserve to be treated with humanity.
Alliance, NATO.